I share gratitude for life, love life, speak life. There are greater possibilities within life. Cherish life. Right? So within this video, I'll be explaining the discovery of the name Ajadi and speak about the different energies behind name, the word, sound, power, energy, frequency, vibration, right, and a lot more. Anything that is beneficial to the video. Anyways, though, I'm also an artist, a musician, songwriter. I just do my best to be creative as possible. All right, so let's dig deep. Yeah, let's get into this video right now. So the way this name came into existence, I was searching for names. Several names came up in my mind, and I was like, yo, some names that came to mind, I was like, nah, definitely nah. And to cut long story short, I was home chilling, right? Chilling, doing my thing, doing my stuff, and then down in my divine mind, this name Ajadi came and landed in my meditation. And I was like, wow, I love the sound of this name. I just love what it represents. Instantly, I said, yeah, this is the name, right? And this name actually emerged from my original name, my birth name, right? Andre Davy. This name was first Adredi, right? I'm Andre. People call me Dre. So I was like, wow, fascinating. I love this name. I was excited, right? So I went around telling my friends about the name. They were like, yeah, I love this name. The name sounds good. The name is unique. I was like, yeah, all right, I'm going to definitely use this name then. Yeah, so told many people, went to several stage shows, performed. People like the sound and the uniqueness of the name. And I had one specific friend, right? She was like, you have family members who are Rastafarian? I was like, yeah, I do have a cousin. He's a Rastafarian. He's a Rasta, right? At that time, I was bald head. Didn't have it in mind to, wear locks, right? Didn't have it in my intention to have locks on my head. I was bald head then. No intention of that kind wasn't in my meditation at that time, right? So I was like, yo, this is not about, me being a Rastafarian or a Rasta. It's much more to it, right? So this name came divine, in a divine timing. It just came like that, right? So I told her like, yo, it's not because of that. It's not because of, Rastafarian or anything like that. So days pass, months pass, years pass, more meaning came to me, more awareness about what the name represent, right? So I slide away the Dre, right, and inserted Ja, right? And within my own perspective, this, the reason why I changed the Dre to Ja is because within this world, within this planet, you do have people with, life force energy. We all have life force energy, right? To a certain group of people or groups of people, they do have God force energy, right? God force energy, which symbolize the high elevated beings, people who can raise their vibration, their frequency to higher levels, of self. So you do have people with that God force energy, right? So I was like, yeah, I told people about it, and some people were like, yo, why you call yourself Ajadi? You know, they see the word Jah in the Bible and they say it represents God. Yeah, we were created in the image and likeness of the Creator. So we do carry God force energy. So this name represents me, and it symbolizes who I am as a being, as a spiritual being, experiencing life in this physical body. Right? So with that said, more meaning came along, you know, more inspiration about the name, right? So the A actually represents a pyramid, which represents ascension, right? Ascending into higher levels of self. And the J represents a hook, pulling people up, helping to pull people up into that high awareness of self, into that higher level of consciousness. And the A within the J represents that total awareness of self, right? The totality of self and what self can be, the greater possibilities of self, right? And the H represents that ladder, climbing up into divinity. It also represents the Kundalini energy, Jacob's ladder, right? The 33 vertebrae, you know, it's just that divine vibration, all right? And the D represents deliverance, helping people, saving people from themselves, you know, to save their consciousness, because that's what we are here for, to save our consciousness, to raise our consciousness on higher levels of, you know, spiritual vibrations and spiritual knowing, that gnosis of self and gnosis of the embodiment of planet Earth and the different energies that circulate planet Earth, right? The nature energy, the universal energy, the cosmos energy, and all of that, right? So we are here to channel those energies and, you know, be ourselves totally, right? So after all of that came, after all of that meaning, right, with the name, further down and further up, you know, in my spiritual growth, the word chi came to me, and I was like, yeah, this is more like it. Ajadi chi, which represents my life force energy. And I was like, whoa, yes, this name really represents who I am, right? So the reason why I made this video is to say that each and every artist, creative person who carries an alias name, make sure that name represents who you are, right? It should spark something within people to say, wow, you know, this name, you know, really sounds, you know, different. It's unique. So that name also captures the attention of people to want to know more, you know, about what this individual, who this individual represents, what this individual represents, right? So names are powerful because when we raise our frequency and different elements of energy within us, we become a higher vibrational, you know, being who, when we do certain things, it's definitely gonna be recognized, and you know, that name becomes an immortal which lives in the consciousness of people, right? So when you make that great impact, the energy behind the name, you know, lives, right? The energy behind the name lives. That name lives, you know. People speak of that name, it gains more energy, right? It's just like a seed that is planted in the ground and it gets sunlight, water, and it grows, the more we speak people's name, the more energy is given to that name. All right, because everything is connected within this world. Everything is connected, right? And everything is energy. So your name is very important, especially when you make a great impact. You stamp your name into this planet, right? People recognize you when you elevate your energies to the highest degree of self, right? So words are very powerful too. The way you speak with your words, the prana, the life force energy, the chi, which the Chinese use this word chi to represent the energy around us, the energy within us, the energy that flows within us and within every living organism, right? So that's the yin and yang, the positive and negative, right? The masculine and feminine energy, right? And if you notice within electrical wires, those wires are coil, right? Anything that is circular, I mean, the electrical wires are the coily copper within inside the wires transmit and transfer electrical energy, and it's spiral. So anything that is circular, right, carries energy, more energy, right? That's how energy travels in a circular form, right? So even people with Rastafarian hair, people with curly hair, you can see that spiral. More energy is connected to that individual because our hair is actually antenna. It's connected to the nervous system, right? And it's easier to access energetical frequencies and vibration when your hair is natural, right? So there's a lot more to figure out within this life. So basically what I'm really saying is that everything is energy, right? And energy do travel in a circular motion, right? So your name is very important, right? What you call yourself is very important. It should definitely signify who you are as a being, right? And as I said, Chinese use the word qi to represent the energy that flows around us and within us, that life force energy. So we definitely should speak life, be life, right? Because the more we speak life, the more we elevate each other, the more we push each other to become greater people, right? We don't speak death. And what I really mean by speaking death, what I really mean is downgrading other people with your words. It's like burying another person with your words, killing another person with your words by saying, go, your mother, I'm gonna, you know what I mean? And those words create more conflict, right? More disaster. We don't need that. We need to master ourselves. That's what we need. We need to master ourselves, right? That's what we are here for, to master ourselves, to save our consciousness, right? And there's another thing I want to talk about too. Knowing that everything is energy, your name is energy, everything about you is energy, yeah, you should find great substance within yourself to project, to help to heal people, right? So that's what I'm saying. When you have a name that signifies who you are, it's even easier, right? You call yourself Duppy Stone. Yo, what? You call yourself what? Killer Jar or Killer whatever, right? What? Come on, man. Need names that can signify a spiritual evolution, right? Because we're in that time, whether you like it or not, where the eyes are open to see greater possibilities within this life, right? So Speak life. Don't downgrade another brother. Uplift another brother. Right? So this was my video, speaking about, the energy behind my name, which symbolize the spirit within me, right? And your name, your words are very important because your words, right, represents the frequency, the sound and the power, which is the energy, frequency and vibration behind the word, behind the sound, right? That's who you are. What you speak is who you are, right? So it's either you speak life or you speak death. Which one of them do you choose? You rather to speak life, to uplift yourself, because when you do that, you're giving yourself more energy. More life you speak, the more positive vibration you're into, the more you grow, the more you elevate to higher dimensions of yourself. And that's what we need. And that's what I need people to overstand first, understand, understand, then overstand it. Right? We are here for much more. We are here for greatness. So demand that and achieve it. And it begins with, just accepting yourself totally for who you are, loving yourself, right? Build that love in yourself. The more love you have in yourself, the more love you carry within yourself, the more great divine awareness is gained, right? So let us speak life, be life, right, and build life. You have systems that is in place to bring us down, to keep us down, to suppress our spiritual vibrations and so forth. Right now I'm saying, you see, when we unite, when we come together and spread the great news of connecting with nature, connecting with self, connecting with the universe, connecting with the stars, the sun, the moon, the galaxies, the cosmos. Oh, what great divine or divinity is uplifted within you. So that's why I'm saying, right? This is what I'm saying. Speak life, yo. Speak life into your brothers and sisters. Speak life within your own self. Motivate yourself. Full courage yourself to be the best version of who you are. Right? And that begins with, leaving a great impression of your name. Let every time when somebody remember your name, they remember the good work that you did. They remember something that inspires them to be a better person, right? So that's what I'm saying. Your name signifies who you are, right? This name, Ajadichi, signifies who I am, right? An elevator, a person who sees through all the BS, right? A person who connects the dot to see the bigger picture. So it's worth it to speak life, to be life, to build life. Alright, so this video is all about love, yo. It's all about building. It's all about inspiring, right? Pulling people together to see the greater possibilities within life, right? So Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. There are greater possibilities within life. Seek life, cherish life, be life. Until our next time, peace, unity, strength, tranquility. Up top.